Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm just going to go over a couple things today in manual ETTL, and I'm going to explain a couple things very briefly. It's not going to be a long video, but it's going to be a video that's going to be worth watching. And today I shot my girlfriend's Valentine's Day flowers, and she likes them a lot. She was happy, so I said, why not take a picture and maybe frame a picture and make it so she can have forever flowers for our memorable Valentine's Day that we had together. So today I used my three ETTLs, my Godox TT685Cs. I shoot on the Canon EOS R, and today with that being said, I hooked up my one flash to the left of me, one flash to the right of me, and then I put my backdrop over the table, taped it down to the table, and I had a boom stand going over the flowers, so I had Flash C shooting down on the flowers, and I was able to basically create a beautiful photo, an image, just out of simple stuff that you could use around your studio, or simple stuff that you could use like at home. You could use Bristol board from possibly going to the Dollar Tree or something, and just use something for a creative background. And you can create little sets. It's so easy with just very, very minimum expenses, and just have fun with photography. Okay, so here is my slave A to the left side of my flash. Here is my slave B, and here is my slave C. And in manual settings on the trigger, all those will control when I take a photo of these flowers. And as you can see, I've used the backdrop on a table that I pulled down above. Backdrop that's clamped, so I can use this for the flowers. And then basically I set the position of the flowers so I can tell when I want to take a photo. Then I press the shutter button on my camera, and then the photos and the flashes then make this beautiful image. And now if you can control the flashes and mess with the settings, let's say at one of these pictures I set slave A and B to 1/32 of a second, which is a lesser power, because the higher the division, the percentages, the lower power of flash, and the closer to 1:1 you get, the stronger the flash. So I set slave A and slave B to 32, and then my top one to 1/8 and 1/16. Then I got different results. The final image is 1/4 on the top, C, and then A and B are 1/8 of the power of the flash. So I've decided, why not use some flash photography and get a beautiful image. So basically I used three Speedlights, and they're very inexpensive Speedlights. You can get them at Henry's, you can get at B&H, and they're beautiful Speedlights, and they're very affordable. And they come in two different variety packs. They come in ones that you use your own AA batteries, or you can buy a pack Speedlight that comes with a rechargeable battery, and I use the AA batteries, and I use N-Loop Pros. So I use my trigger, which is the Godox X Pro C. Okay, so I have this transmitter that controls the three flashes that I use to take photos of these here roses. I have it set to manual, so I had to program each flash A, B, C, flash A, flash B, flash C, and flash A is in 1/8 power, so it's almost 1:1 power, so it's almost maximum power. And then I have flash B, I have flash B set to 1/8 power as well, because I'm doing the flash A and flash B are my side flashes. And then flash C is the flash that I have above the flowers, and that's set for the flash above the flowers, and it's set for 1/4 of a power, a little stronger power, so it gives this halo effect on the flowers. And then here I have my zoom set for 24 millimeters, so the flash is wide open. And the more lower that your number is, the more wider open the flash is, and the more higher the number is, the closer and more narrow your flash is. So I have it set for 24 so it illuminates more of the subject. And it's a beautiful trigger, and I basically used it in manual settings. Normally I shoot in ETTL, but lately I've been dabbling in manual settings with my Speedlights, just because I like having control over each individual Speedlight comparison to having control over all three of them at once. Because in ETTL, when you use ETTL on Speedlights, it controls all the flashes at once. But when you go into manual settings, you control each individual Speedlight. So today I did manual Speedlight, and I set it up for 24 millimeters, and I did my A and B, which was the left and right of me. I did that for 1/8 of the power. Now on 1/8 of the power with the Speedlight, if the higher the number, so it's 1/8, then it goes 1/16, then it goes 1/32, then it goes 1/64, and then 1/28. And then the higher the number, the lower and less strong your Speedlight is. But if you go basically closer to 1, so if you go 1 to 1, or 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 1 to 8, so on and so forth. So when you go 1 to 8, 1 to 4, 1 to 2, and 1 to 1, your Speedlight then becomes stronger and stronger and more powerful, and you're using more of that energy for the Speedlight to make your Speedlight powerful. And then when it comes to the millimeter, like the zoom range of the Speedlight, you got to look at it as your focal length of your lens. On a 24 millimeter lens, it sees a lot from that distance to your sensor. But if you have like an 85 millimeter or a 50 millimeter, it sees the bigger the number, the more the focal length of your lens will see, and the closer up. So if I use, for example, 85 millimeter, and I set my Speedlight to be 85 millimeter, that Speedlight is going to be narrowed in on just that subject, and it's going to have a smaller, more controlled light on the subject. But if I use 24, then the light is spread out more broad, and if I use 80, it's closer in and it's more of a narrow light. So, and you can go up to 200, and then when you use 200, it's like really narrow, and then the smaller your focal point is, in the millimeters, the more wider your flash is going to spread. So basically, I did that, and I used 24 millimeters today, and I took a forever moment of my fiance's Valentine's Day flowers, and they were beautiful. It cost me I think it was like $70 at some florist, and they're beautiful arrangement. I got a vase with it too, and just beautiful flowers that I got her amongst a bunch of other Valentine's Day gifts, because I'm a schmoozy when it comes to flowers. But I wanted to tell you guys and kind of show you what I did here, and basically when I go over this, you'll kind of get a gist of how I took this picture, and at the end of this video, if you stay tuned, you can see what the end result looks like, because I had a blast taking this, and I just wanted to give a brief explanation of manual and photos, and manual when you're using Speedlight, and what exactly it is and how it works. Okay, so on this flash, I have it set to slave A. So when I use the Godox transmitter, the slave A, because it's in manual, this will be the flash that I use for slave A. Now if I wanted to change the slave A to B, which would be my second flash, and then my slave C will be the above flash. So your slave is your flash that you want to control. When you're in manual, you have to designate each flash to A, B, C, or D, or E, or F. And then you can set your flashes, and you can manually set the power of the flash. So this flash is set to 1/8 of a second of the flash, and that's the power of the flash. and I have it set for channel 1 in slave A, and then like you can see the zoom is 24. So group A, you could have your one flash, control the settings. Group B, you can have your other flash, control the settings. And group C, you can have another speed light and you can control that settings, and then you can kind of use like an ambience of light to get the controlled and desired photo that you wanted. So in this photo, I used my left and right to be the same strength, and then my above to be a little bit higher, so it kind of gives it that glow. So that's what I did today, and I just wanted to show you, just demonstrate a couple easy walkthrough tips on my manual speedlights and the photos, the end results that I got, and I had a blast doing it. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I learned, and I just thought it was fun. And I normally shoot ETTL, but ETTL isn't for everyone, and I'm starting to find that I'm more of a manual kind of guy. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something good from this. I'm going to show you what I did at the end, and I'm going to show you the result. So have a great day. Thanks for coming to my channel. Like if you like this video, and subscribe if you want to, because I'm going to be giving a lot more photography content coming your way. And smash that dislike button twice if you don't like it. All right, have a good day. Ciao.